Hello and welcome to LadeyNews, African's Voice, Africa's Future. I am Angwa Israel, bringing you breaking stories within and outside the country. Let's jump right in. Dangote Refinery applauded as vital to Nigerians' energy stability, says Ojulari. The Group Chief Executive Officer of the Nigerian National Petroleum Company Limited, NNPC, Mr. Bayo Ojulari, has hailed the Dangote Petroleum Refinery as a crucial stabilizer for Nigeria's energy sector. He highlighted its importance against the backdrop of NNPC ongoing challenges in operating state-owned refineries and meeting local fuel demands. Speaking at a fireside chat titled Securing Nigerians' Energy Future during the Nigerians International Energy Summit 2026 in Abuja on Wednesday. Ojulari emphasized that a functioning domestic refinery provides the NNPC with essential relief amid mounting pressures to ensure uninterrupted fuel supply. Dangote Refinery has significantly eased Nigerians' fuel supply challenges. Regardless of personal opinions about its owner, Nigerians should appreciate its impact, Ojulari said, earning applause from attendees. Thank God for Dangote Refinery. Again, he says, thank God. And now, WHO warns nearly 40% of global cancer cases are preventable. The World Health Organization has reported that nearly 4 out of every 10 cancer cases worldwide are linked to preventable factors, underscoring the potential to save millions of lives through proactive measures. The warning was issued alongside a new global analysis conducted with the WHO's International Agency for Research on Cancer ahead of the World Cancer Day of February 4. The report reveals that in 2022, about 37% of newly diagnosed cases, roughly 7.1 million, were associated with preventable risk factors, including tobacco use, alcohol consumption, obesity, physical inactivity, air pollution, UV exposure, and cancer-causing infections. Dr. Andre, WHO team leader for cancer control, described the findings as a wake-up call, stressing that many cancers are avoidable and not an inevitable outcome. Israel charges 12 over smuggling into Gaza. Israeli authorities have charged 12 individuals, including reservist soldiers, for allegedly smuggling prohibited goods into Gaza, actions described as assisting the enemy in wartime. The Justice Ministry reported that the smuggled item valued at millions of shekels included cigarettes, iPhones, batteries, communication cables, and car parts. The operations, which began in the summer of 2025 while hostilities were ongoing, was described as a sophisticated and organized attempt to profit from the conflict. Israel maintains strict control over goods and movement into the Palestinian territory, where humanitarian conditions remain precarious despite the ceasefire implemented in October 10. 6 Lesotho nationals killed in South Africa shooting. At least 6 Lesotho nationals were killed and more than a dozen injured among or after gunmen opened fire on vehicle in South Africa, roughly 50 kilometers south of Johannesburg. Authorities said on Tuesday. Major General Fred Kenaka, Deputy Provincial Police Commissioner, said that the attackers fired without provocation as the vehicles was traveling towards Lesotho. The bus driver reportedly tried to evade the shooters, preventing further casualties. The assailants later hijacked another vehicle, prompting a police pursuit involving drones, helicopters, and cane units, which resulted in the arrest of 3 suspects. Amongst the deceased were 4 women and 2 men. And now to politics. PDP criticizes Kwara governor response to bandit attack. The People's Democratic Party, PDP, in Kwara State has criticized Governor Abdurrahman Abduraziz handling the recent bandit attack in Kwara and Nuku communities in Kayama local government area. In a statement, the party described the governor's response as superficial and lacking reassurance for victims. The attack, which occurred late Tuesday night, left at least 10 residents dead, including a former student union president, and resulted in several houses being burned, forcing many villagers to flee. The PDP condemned the assault as gruesome, despicable, and inhuman. OAU-TH launches Nigeria's first colorectal cancer immunotherapy trials. Obafemi Awolowo University Teaching Hospital in Ile-Ife, Osun State, has initiated the country's first clinical trial for colorectal cancer immunotherapy. The initiative provides free treatment for patients in collaboration with Lagos State University Teaching Hospital, Midverse NSIA Diagnostic Center in Lagos, and the Memorial Slogan Catering Cancer Center in the US. Professor Olusegun Alatise of OAU-TH explained that the trial involves the use of PD-1 blockade immunotherapy for patients with mismatch repair deficient colorectal cancer, reflecting a milestone in collaborative cancer research and treatment in Nigeria. And back to health matters now. WHO appeals for $1 billion to tackle global health crisis in 2026. The World Health Organization has called for $1 billion in funding to address 36 of the world's most severe health emergencies this year, including crises in Gaza, Sudan, Haiti, and the Democratic Republic of Congo. WHO estimates that 239 million people will require urgent humanitarian assistance in 2026. Health Agency Chief Chikwe Ihekwezu warned that this crisis threatens both protection, such as safety, shelter, and access to health care, while driving up the need for treatment of injuries, disease outbreaks, malnutrition, and chronic illnesses. FG proposes 3.6 trillion deduction for electricity subsidy. The federal government has aligned plans to deduct 3.6 trillion from the federation account over 3 years to fund electricity subsidies, aiming to spread the financial burden across federal, state, and local government.